All right, the consumer price index numbers came out today and the markets are reacting all over the place. Okay, so it came in with CPI much hotter than we wanted it to, and not necessarily than we anticipated. We talked about this the last couple of days that we thought that inflation numbers might come in hotter today, but we needed to see if the markets were going to be resilient. And that's really what we were really watching for. If they were going to look into the future and realize that yes, September was going to be a tough month, but going forward, we should see inflation begin to subside. And overall, it seems like the market did feel that way. All right. Because when the report came out early this morning, the headline consumer price index came in at 8.2%. The core number came in at 6.6%. And when that happened, the Dow Jones Industrial went down. The mortgage-backed securities tanked. So what we watch every day, we always look at this number here. So we'll say, hey, it's down 30, it's down 40, here we are, we're down 25. It was down 137 basis points after that report came out. Terrible, terrible day. The 10-year shot up to about 4.08. Remember, we've been talking about, this is a chart right here, the 10-year, and we did not want to ever go above this 4.0 because we knew that that would push our Brent Bruce daily well up into the sevens. Okay, so it shot right above 4.0, broke through this ceiling easily, and was up at about 4.08. Now, over the last few hours, the markets have digested this information and have read what was in the report and looked to the future to see if they thought, hey, kind of like this is the end of it. I don't want to say the end, but at least we have a lot of reason to believe that inflation is going to subside in the coming months. Now, again, subside doesn't mean stop. It doesn't mean even go in reverse. So things aren't going to get less expensive. It's just that they're going to get more expensive more slowly. So slower that's going to happen. And that's really what the market wants to see. So again, we broke well above the 4.0 at 4.08 and bounced back down. The mortgage-backed security now is sitting at 23 basis points. The Dow Jones Industrial Average had a 1,300-point swing today from being way down to closing at over 800 points. So the market is liking what they're seeing. And the reason is because September, we had to replace a rather low month-over-month number at 0.3. We don't have that low number next month or November or December or January. So it's going to be easier for us to come out with a number that is lower than 0.6, 0.5, 0.6 than it is to come out with a number that is lower than 0.3. So if you watch the markets, you know that these are very high numbers. This is still a high number, but not nearly as high as these numbers when it comes to month-over-month inflation. So we do believe that we're going to see better numbers coming out in the future. The market seems to agree with us on that, and we think that we're going to see improvement. So how is the home loan doing? The actual Brent Bruce daily interest rate. Let's take a look at that right quick here. All right. So we know that we were talking about 6.875% yesterday, right? We ended about 6.875%. We had a very rough day when it comes to inflation today. We were down 136 basis points at one time, and we are down 23 basis points right now. So for us to be in the mid sevens would really not be a surprise, which unfortunately would destroy my projections that we wouldn't be in the sevens, or that we would only be in the sevens for a brief moment. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's go ahead and take a look at where we are now. Let's run the Brent Bruce daily. Again, we were at 6.875 yesterday with no points. And where are we now? After a terrible inflation reading, we are at 6.875. So we have held on to that 6.875. We are below that 7% number that we did not want to go above. And the markets in general are basically saying, hey, we had a really rough inflation number today, but we think things are going to get better. And that is what we had been talking about these last couple of days. So overall, right now, I'm able to hold on to my projections. We have not gone into the sevens on the Brent Bruce daily. And hopefully we're going to begin to subside back into the lower sixes and maybe even into the fives. And we'll start to see much better days, especially in the first or second quarter of 2023. If you like this information, Please do like, subscribe, share, and give me some comments. Let me know what you think, if you agree, if you're learning something, or if you'd like for me to talk about a certain topic, and I'd be happy to do that for you. I'm going to get back to you again tomorrow. Let's cross our fingers and hope that we continue to improve looking to the future, and that we don't see us all of a sudden start blasting up into the sevens like I was really worried about earlier this morning. Have a great day.